Hey guys, welcome back to this week's show of The Bass Doctor. I'm your host, Todd Hollowell, back on one of my favorite lakes in the country, Lake Chickamauga. This time we're going to do a little shallow water fishing, and I got my man who's got a day off today, Mr. Chris Coleman. What's going on, dude?
Good to see you, Todd.
You doing all right?
I'm doing good.
Hey, this guy is one of the top guides on the lake. He's with the Chattanooga Fishing Guides. My experience here has been offshore every time I've been here, but that's not what we're doing today.
Now, Chickamauga is well known for the ledge bite, the grass bite. This time of year it starts a little bit earlier than everybody thinks, and it should be good.
I love fishing shallow and grass. That's the way I grew up fishing. We're gonna have a good time.
Sure.
Let's do it. You guys stay tuned. The Bass Doctor starts right now.
The Bass Doctor is sponsored by Castaic, American Tackle Company, Power Pole, Vicious Fishing, Lowrance, Reaction Strike, Bulldog Rods, Fish Hard, Procure Bait Sense, Adventure Products Ego S2 Slider, Stormer, Vicious Vision, Backstabber Lures, Ducket Fishing.
So Chris, I know you're on this lake all the time. You guide like 150 days a year or something. I know you know what's going on here, but everyone gets focused on the offshore fishing here, but in the summertime, you're telling me that there's a grass bite that starts to happen.
Yeah, this time of year the grass bite's sort of a little secret on the lake. You know, you get the typical post-spawn move-out fish on the deep ledges, creek channels, stuff like that. Then at a certain point, the grass will start getting up, and you'll sort of have a reverse scenario. The fish will actually move back into the grass beds where you've got all the fry, the bluegill, and all the bait in it. You can actually start fishing these grass beds as early as end of June.
Gotcha. Well, and it's somewhat new. I mean, I remember back in the 80s and 90s, I remember watching, you know, like there was a big Bassmasters event on Chickamauga and Nickajack, and but the grass went away in around 2000, the late 90s, 2000, but it's back now.
Yeah, probably in the period of the last 5 years, we've seen it go from just a few mats on the lake to probably a 50% coverage on the lake.
That's awesome. That's got me excited. You ready to go do it?
Let's go do it.
Let's go make it happen, man. Let's go. Get him, Chris.
Good one.
Yeah, boy. I'm here with the net if you need me.
It's a big one.
Yeah, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's the way to start the day, Mr. Chris.
It sure is.
You weren't lying.
Don't come up and jump.
Yeah, buddy.
Fish hit it on the file.
Is that right? You said these are some good ones, too. Oh, yeah. Look at that one. I'm ready if you need me. Look at this one, guys. Huh? Chickamauga, boys. Chickamauga. Is that on the straight tail Jerky J?
That's on the 5-inch with the boot tail.
Jerky J swim. Yes.
Half ounce head.
Nice fish, Chris. Hey, that's how you want to start the day right there, bro.
Sure is.
That's how we want to start the day. Man, I didn't even get my bait rigged up, dude. That was like, what, your first or second cast? I don't even know. I wasn't counting, but
I think it was the second throw.
Yeah. So, what happened right there? Tell me what we've got right here.
We've got a little point right here that rolls out here to about 8 foot. We're sitting in about 12.
Okay.
Creates a little edge right there where the grass line meets some rock.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's a really
good morning spot.
It's a good funnel place for them to move up on the flat and feed in the mornings.
Obviously so. Back in there. You know, when the water's really clear, it's so important to use a bait that the fish think is real. I mean, you probably can't get away with a spinner bait or you know, maybe even a crankbait right here because it's so clear. But that's what makes, I like clear water. And I like swim baits in it, and this Castaic swim bait is so realistic. You know, he's throwing the 5-inch Jerky J swim bait. I'm throwing the 5-inch Super Jerky J, but you know, this thing in the water just looks so realistic, and that's what you've got to have if you want to catch these fish in this clear water. That's not grass. That is not grass. Good one?
Yeah.
You want, oh man, that is a good one. You want the net? You gonna swing it?
We'll swing it.
Look at that one, boys. You just ripped it out of that grass.
I felt like I wasn't ticked it to start with, and I thought, well, it's the grass, and then it bogged down just again. I ripped it out, and he nailed it.
Heck yeah. That one on the giant jerky jay. That's still a solid fish, you know. I mean, I know you guys are spoiled down here. You used to catch giants all the time. I mean,
you ought to come in here at night and make this pass right here and see what you catch.
Imagine. But you know, that's what I'm always looking for, those bites, just to key me in on what's going on, or the area that you found a group of fish, and then you can figure out how to catch those big ones.
Yeah.
That grass is thick right here. There he is. You got it.
Never moved the boat.
Nope. You found him, bud. You found him. There's a little group of them in there. I'm just gonna ski him on in. Look at there. He's got a face full of that jerky jay swim bait. Look at there. All right. All right, caught that one on the swim jig.
Makes a good jig trailer.
Heck yeah. 5-inch jerky jay swim. They're gonna get bigger, boys. He's letting me catch the little ones. I don't know why. Get out of here. You know, another thing I find is important when you're fishing this clear water like this is you've got to make extra long casts. For me, the key to that is this I'm using a 7.2 heavy bulldog rod. It's one of my favorite rods in the series, but it's got the new microwave guides in it, which give you a little bit more control, but I find I get a little more distance out of my cast too. The other thing you gotta do is you gotta watch your line. I mean, that fish I caught, had I been paying attention a little closer, I probably would have seen my line jump right before it hit the bottom. But in this clear water, that swim bait's so realistic. A lot of times they're gonna hit it while it's falling down, and you just pick up and there's one on there. It's important to watch your line. I got it. Oh, we jacked it too.
Right there in that bend, good one.
Not a bad one. I popped it out of that grass, Chris.
You nailed it.
Same thing, yeah, just same thing as the last time. I let it go to the bottom, I pulled it up, my line went dunk, and he's got a face full of my swim jig, and that jerky jay swim bait in there. Look at that, boys. That was an awesome bite. Boom. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you, Mr. Chris. Hey, you get this thing figured out. That's what I'm talking about.
We're starting to put it together.
Yeah, they're getting bigger. They're getting bigger.
Closed captioning brought to you by Procure Bait Sense.
Yeah, that's a big old clump of hydrilla. The neat thing about the technology with the side scan on Lowrance is the ability to see these pods of grass without actually idling over them. You can find the edges of the grass, the big clumps out by themselves, and those are key to finding the fish.
That's right. I mean, everybody knows these will help you find more fish, but a lot of people don't think of, you know, finding structure. In this case, finding grass on a lake like Chickamauga.
Yeah, it's all about the cover.
Yeah. Yes, you know it. Gosh, good one. Tell me if you want the net.
We're good.
You got him. I'm gonna get out of your way. You just told me you hit on one of them clumps of grass. You said that feels right. There he is. Nice and two. Yeah, boy. Yeah. That's another solid one, man. On the jerky jay. You rip it out of that grass?
I ripped it out, boys. Nailed it.
Solid fish. I got your rod, man. I'll take care of that. Solid fish. Hey, you know, Chris has been really good today at finding these little patches of grass in these places where the hydrilla is starting to grow using the Lowrance. But another thing that's key when you get on some of these shallow bars is having a good pair of polarized sunglasses. A lot of this shallow grass fishing is visual. You know, Chris just pointed out a key spot where there's a couple of dark isolated clumps of grass. And so it's important to have a good polarized lens. I'm using the Vicious Vision. They just came out with these last year, high quality sunglasses. I like to keep a couple of different pair of lenses with me. You know, this is a lighter. I like to keep an amber or yellow lens for early in the morning, but this afternoon the sun's popped out and I can tell on my lens it's just starting to get a little too bright, so I'm going to switch over to the gray lens. I like to keep 2 or 3 different types of sunglasses in my boat so I can change them out based on the conditions, but seeing these clumps of grass has been important today too. Fish. Good one. Good one.
Good one.
Yeah.
Need net?
Nah. I got him. Good one. Boy. I snapped that out of that grass, Chris.
Same little deal.
Same deal.
You just,
Oh yeah.
you got to make them react.
Strong old grass fish there. Looky there, boys. Done yet? Solid one. Boom.
Nice fish.
And I was just feathering it through the grass, you know, that sometimes I like the super jerky jay in the thick grass too, because the tail doesn't get hung up in the grass, you know, it swims right through, but I was feathering it through the grass, and I could feel it coming across the top, and I was popped at one time, loaded up. Chickamauga special, boys. There's Coleman, put me on him. Thank you, Lord. You know, setup-wise today, we're just, Chris and I are pretty much using the same line. We're using, you want to use heavy line. I mean, this hydrilla is thick. There's big fish. I mean, anytime you're on a lake like Chickamauga that's known for big fish, you don't want to come here with the wrong tackle. I'm using a 7.2 heavy bulldog rod. It's got a nice backbone. It's long, so I can make long casts, but I like a fairly stiff rod when I'm fishing this thick hydrilla so that you can rip this bait and kind of work it through the grass. If you use too limber of a rod, you know, your bait tends to get buried up and you end up catching a lot of hydrilla. So I like a stiff rod. I'm using 17 and 20 pound Vicious Pro Elite fluorocarbon. You want to have the right setup, help you catch more fish out of this grass. This spot right here, I mean, it's almost like the grass just started growing right here. I can feel it. It's closer to the bottom. It's like right over there. It's weird because, you know, the stalks are 3 or 4.
A little bit taller back there.
They're jumping over there.
Look, look, let's go.
They're in the jump, man. Come on, come on, come on. Right there. Go ahead.
Right there, Clark.
Let's get him. I'm following you. Following your lead. You show me where to throw.
Right there. They were coming up good.
Got her, Chris.
Fish on.
Got her, Chris. I got her. First cast in there. Oh, she's in the grass. I got her. I don't know how big it is. She's buried in the grass.
Nice one.
Yeah, it is. She can't even fight.
Fish,
Look at
grass,
that.
bait, and all.
Oh, she can't even move. We're wrestling her in. Look at that.
Way to go.
Face full of grass, swim bait. Dude, get out there and catch another one. Don't wait for me. There was about 20 of them, wasn't there? Gosh.
Yeah, those will
That's a solid one, man. I got some salad in there. Beautiful. I'll let her go and catch another one. Hey, the Bass Doctor coming to you from ICAST 2014 in Orlando, Florida. I'm at the American Tackle Company booth with their president, Mr. Joe Meehan. What's going on, sir?
Glad to be here.
Yeah,
Glad
another
to
good
have
show.
you.
Hey, last year at ICAST, we were really excited because we were rolling out the new Bulldog Rod series for bass fishing, and they include a new technology that you all brought to the market, the microwave guides. Tell us a little bit about how the microwave guide works.
Doug Hannon came up with a concept. We perfected it. This guide here controls coils off the spinning rod, spinning reel. and straightens the line with this secondary guide. It's revolutionary. It straightens the line all the way up the rod, accelerating the rod, the line speed. We can use smaller guides. It reduces weight, increases distance, reduces wind knots.
Yep.
There's a myriad of different things, that positive aspects of
Yep.
using this system.
So for the angler, it means longer casts, more control over where your bait's going.
Yes.
Better feel. You know,
Yes.
you want these as part of your rod system, but the American Tackle Company, y'all didn't stop there. New technology for 2015.
We've eliminated the ceramic rings. We've gone to an all stainless guide. It's 40% lighter and gives us the ability to reach that $99 rod market. Will be out shortly on several new rods, including hopefully the Bulldog.
That's right. Hey, good stuff, man. I appreciate you adding this technology to the Bulldog Rod series. I'm enjoying using it. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you using it.
Good stuff. Hey, let's get back out on the water.
There he is. Gosh, right on that edge. I'm getting the net on this one. I'm getting the net on this one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, boy. Look at that chunk. You just put him right there. Nice, Chris.
Good job.
Dude,
That is a nice one.
is a nice
Bigger
one.
than I thought.
Heck yeah, boys.
That's a nice fish.
Swim jig.
On the swim jig in the grass.
Nice job. That's the kind we want to catch in the tournament.
Definitely. Tournament fish.
It was kind of like we had a little mid-morning lull, but it seems like the bite's picking up a little bit this afternoon. We didn't catch any of those little ones this morning that we didn't have that many bites, but they were solid ones. But it seems like the bite's picking up. Is that typical of this time of year?
Yeah, this time of year, they usually will turn the current on in the afternoons, and the bite will definitely pick up in the afternoon.
Gotcha. So it's almost like there's a pretty good bite in the morning, and there's like a little lull.
Yeah,
And
you'll
I
have a
can see it's
decent.
picking up again.
The bite will be decent in the morning from the fish that were left over feeding from night, moved up on these flats with grass and stuff like that, and then they'll sort of filter out, and then the sun will come out. They'll turn the current on, and the fish will move up and start feeding again in the middle of the day.
Makes sense. No way.
Good one.
No way.
Big one.
No way.
He got me hung up.
He's coming. Dude,
It's a big one.
that's what I'm talking about.
It's a big one.
Ready and willing. This is the one we've been looking for,
It
isn't it?
is. I think this is the one
Oh
we've been
God, I
looking for
see
all
it. It's
day.
a oh, it's a big old catfish. Look at that. We thought
told you.
that was what we were looking for.
I told you it's a big one.
It was a big one. Now we need pliers.
Yeah, that's a mess right there.
I don't know if you probably don't
Never
want him in the
did
boat.
give me any indication it was a catfish.
That is crazy. You don't know what you're going to catch on Chickamauga.
Right size, wrong species.
You know, a quick little tip when you're fishing this grass, especially on these hot summer days, your plastic, especially this cast egg, it's so soft, which is one of the really good properties of it, but sometimes it'll want to slide down, whether you're throwing on a swim jig or one of these bladed jigs. Just keep a little bottle of super glue. Just run a couple of drops of super glue right there. Run your swim bait up and just hold it there for a second. I might even let it dry for 4 or 5 minutes and throw another bait, but that'll hold the plastic up on the head of your bait. That way it's not falling down all the time. Hey guys, when you come down here to Lake Chickamauga or any of the Tennessee River lakes and you're fishing shallow grass, you want to make sure that you choose the right tools. And today we had 3 keys that help us put fish in the boat. You know, we started out this morning fishing some grass flats, and really the keys for us were this swim jig that we used with a 5-inch Castaic Jerky J swim bait in the bluegill color. This really imitated the brim and the bluegill that were around that grass this morning. The fish like that. In some of the more scattered grass patches, I used this bladed jig. I teamed it up with a 5-inch Super Jerky J. This is the watermelon red. Same thing, it just kind of imitates a brim. It's real natural, it's lifelike. These baits are great for covering water. The key is the trailer on these baits. You know, the Castaic swim baits, the Super Jerky J, the Jerky J swim, and they're so lifelike. That's what I think is the key to helping us catch fish today. You want to make sure you use Vicious Pro Elite fluorocarbon when you're throwing your swim jig and your bladed jigs, when you're using those moving baits. Today we were using 17-pound fluorocarbon. And then when we were frog fishing, the other key was using braided line. We're using Vicious Braid, 50-pound. You can even go to 65 when you're fishing for those big ones. Have braided line for the frog, fluorocarbon for your moving baits, and then team it up with the right rods. I like a 7-foot or a 7.2 bulldog rod. What I like about these is they come with the brand new microwave guides that American Tackle Company introduced in 2014 at ICAST. They give you much more control, longer casts, and I feel like I've got better control of my bait. So when you put this whole package together, you've got the right tools. That's a prescription for success when you go out summer fishing for grass. It's coming, ain't it? Yes, it is. Pop that out of that grass. That ain't grass. That's a fish, Chris. It's a good one, dude. It's fixing to rain on us.
It is coming.
Look at this one, boys.
Oh, it's a nice
Look
one.
at this one. Swing it. Oh!
Oh, nice fish.
Shh. Woo. Dude, how many of these we caught today, Chris? Settle down, settle down, settle down. Down its throat. Super Jerky J.
Good quality fish on Chickamauga Lake.
Dude, I've had a blast with you. Hey, I don't know. I mean, these are like a 4-pounder.
Chunks.
Heavy old fish, dude. Thank you very much. Right there. I mean, that's probably about 3 casts before we're about to get rained on. We gotta go.
We've got to get out of here.
Hey guys, get down to Chickamauga Lake, Dayton, Tennessee. Look up my man Chris Coleman. Fishing, tell me your website again.
ChattanoogaFishingGuides.com.
Chattanooga Fishing Guides. He's gonna put you on the fish. You're gonna have a great time. Hey, they'll take you out here and fish offshore, but there's some great shallow water fishing here up around this grass. Frog fishing, swim baits. I'm gonna put her back in the water. Tell these guys we're out of here. Let's go home.
We're out of here.
Come back and see the Bass Doctor next week. Let's go. Hey guys, when you come down to Chickamauga, make sure you visit Dayton, Tennessee and the Holiday Inn Express, located conveniently right off the highway on the edge of town and really close to the nearest boat ramps.
The Bass Doctor is sponsored by Castaic, American Tackle Company, Power Pole, Vicious Fishing, Lowrance, Reaction Strike, Bulldog Rods, Fish Hard, Procure Bait Sense, Adventure Products Ego S2 Slider, Stormer, Vicious Vision, Backstabber Lures, Ducket Fishing.